Break the Board Sports. It's your boy RJ Cash. Click that like, hit subscribe. It's Pucks and Profits, our NHL show each and every day. Again, click that like, hit subscribe. Go to breaktheboardsports.com right now for $32.99. You can get all of our plays, every sport, every play for just $1.10 a day, up over 10 units on the month, each and every month, getting you there to that 10 unit mark to eventually, for the 16th straight year, we're trying to get 120 units over 500. Let's hop into the NHL slate. First game on the board, we're going to have the San Jose Sharks against the Detroit Red Wings. Now, the Sharks won last night 3-2 over the Capitals. 6.5 is your total. 50% of ticket count is split both each way on that 6.5 total. 69% of ticket count, or 69% of the money rather, 31%, 69% of the money to the over, 31% of the money to the under. Now, as far as the side goes, the Detroit Red Wings, an overwhelming 220 favored, plus 190 on the comeback for the Sharks. Now, 81% of tickets are on the Red Wings, 19% are on the visiting Sharks, but the money's flip-flop. 57% of the money is on the San Jose Sharks, 43% of the money on the Detroit Red Wings. Now, San Jose, they've started to get their legs back under them. Remember, they had that really hot start, then fell off a cliff. Now they're starting to come back. Sharkies, 4-1 straight up their last 5. And they're 6-1 their last 7 on the road. Now, Red Wings, they're 6-1 over their last 7 at home and 4-1 straight up their last 5 overall. The over has been more of the trend between these two. 4 of the last 5 have went over the total. 4 of the last 5 in Detroit have went over the total. And then San Jose themselves, 9 of the last 10 have went over the total. Now, the Sharks come into this 24-19-3 on the year. 28-16 for the Red Wings. San Jose, a game over 500 on the road, as to where the Red Wings 16-8-1 on the year. These teams have played once this year, back on November 2nd. That was in San Jose. The Red Wings won that 3-2 in a shootout. Again, the Sharks 4-1 over their last 5. Last game we talked about the Capitals last night. Night off here the past 2 nights for the Red Wings. Their last time out, we had the Bruins. The Bruins beat them 3-0. Remember, we had Boston in that matchup. Now Detroit coming back home. Listen, the line's too high for me. I like Detroit, but not at that price. Sharks on the back-to-back. I would have to find a parlay partner for the Red Wings rather, but just going to be a no play for me. Next game on the board, Florida Panthers visited the nation's capital to be recognized there for their back-to-back Stanley Cup titles. Now they head on the road to the Carolina Hurricanes. Now the Canes are laying $160, plus 136 on the comeback for the Panthers. 5.5 is your total. 74% ticket count, equaling 94% of the handle, going over. 26% ticket count, 6% of the handle to the under 5.5. As far as the side goes, again, ticket and money totally flip-flop. So pros versus Joes movement here. 67% of bets is equaling 38% of the handle on the Hurricanes, as to where 33% of bets equaling 62% of the handle is on the Florida Panthers in this one. Florida has beaten Carolina 6 of the last 7 matchups. Now, the Panthers are also 8-3 their last 11 on the road, playing really good hockey. Speaking of the road, they've beaten Carolina 6 of the last 7. However, in Carolina, the Panthers have won the last 5 meetings. Now, the Hurricanes, they've won 4 of their last 6 games, and they have went over the total. 4 of their last 5 at home has the Canes. Now, when you look at this, Florida 7th in the Atlantic, Carolina 1st in the Metropolitan. Florida 24-18-3, Carolina 28-15-4, Carolina 16-8-1 at home. Been really good. Now the Panthers have beaten the Hurricanes twice this year. They played December 9th and December 23rd. One in Florida, one in Carolina. The one in Florida, the Panthers won 4-3 in a shootout. The one in Carolina, the Panthers won 5-2. Now the Panthers coming off back-to-back wins again against Ottawa, against Buffalo. Head down to the nation's capital, get your awards and be recognized, and then you have 3 days off before you got to get ready for the Carolina Hurricanes, who have dropped back-to-back games. They had 2 nights off. They come home after dropping to the Red Wings and to the Blues at home. Listen, for me, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Florida Panthers plus the $1.35. That would be my play here, either Panthers or nothing. Third game on the board again. Click that like, hit subscribe. Tampa Bay Lightning at the St. Louis Blues. Now the Lightning are laying $1.95 on the road, plus 160 on the comeback for the Blues. 79% ticket count, 93% of the handle going to the Tampa Bay Lightning. 21% ticket count, 7% of the handle on the Blues. Now your total, that sets at 5.5. 65% of bets equaling 92% of the handle on the over. 35% of bets equaling 8% of the handle going to the under in this game. Tampa Bay on a 10-game winning streak. They've been absolutely phenomenal, and they've beaten the Blues 6 of the last 8 times they've hit up each other. Tampa is also 7-0 on the road their last 7. Now, the Blues 4-1 their last 5. The Blues and Tampa Bay head-to-head have played under the total 4 of the last 5 meetings. But here's the thing. Even though Tampa is 6-2 their last 8 versus the Blues, when they're in St. Louis, the Blues are actually 5-1 the last 6 versus Tampa Bay when they play in St. Louis. Now, listen, Tampa Bay, as we said, they've been absolutely just electric, 10 in a row, and they're 17-4-3 on the road, as where the Blues are just 11-9-5 at home. These two teams have only played once this year, December 22nd. That was in Tampa. Tampa won that one 4-1. Again, Tampa on a 10-game winning streak. The Blues, after losing 3 straight, finally got back on the horse, beat the Carolina Hurricanes 2 nights ago. Listen, typically I don't like to step in front of it, but the Blues have been solid at home when they've had to play the Tampa Bay Lightning. Call me crazy, but I lean Blues in this one. I haven't got to the window yet on it. The only thing right now in these first 3 games that I have a ticket on is the Florida Panthers plus $1.35, but I am leaning hard to the Blues. I know that's hard, but just the value at some point in time gets to be point of no return. As I always do with the Colorado Avalanche, they're laying $3 right now. I don't even break down the game unless I like the air sign. I'm not taking the Predators. Minus 310 for the Avalanche. Again, 94% ticket count, 9% of the handle. Plus 250 on the comeback for the Preds. 6.5 is your total. 89% of the money riding to the over. Last game on the board, again, visit us, breaktheboardsports.com, $32.99. If we're not up at least 5 units with you from the time you sign up in your first 30 days, you get the following 2 months all the way through the Final Four for free. Don't want to miss that. We've been hot in college hoops. Anaheim Ducks at the LA Kings. Now, I gave the Ducks out as a lean. Wish I had made them an official play when they beat the Stars the other night. The Kings, we had the Knights against them 2 nights ago. Kings laying $1.70 plus 145 on the comeback for the Ducks. 6.5 is your total. 55% ticket count equaling 72% of the handle on the under. 45% ticket count, 28% of the handle to the over. As far as the side is concerned, 65% of bets is equaling only 16% of the money on the Kings. 35% of tickets equaling 84% of the money here is on the Anaheim Ducks. Now, Ducks finally got off the schneid. They broke that 9-game losing streak with that win the other night, but the Kings have dominated the Ducks, folks. They're 13-3 against them their last 16, and that may be what the Kings need because they're just 1-4 over their last 5. Over seems to be the way to go. The over is cashed 8 of the last 9 Anaheim's played in. It's cashed in 6 straight of their games on the road. And the Kings, the over is cashed 8 of their last 10 overall and 5 of their last 7 at home. When you look a little deeper and you see the Ducks 22-21-3 on the year, Kings 19-16-3, the Ducks 9-13-2 on the road, Kings 7-10-6 at home. The Kings have not been good at home. They've played twice this year. Each team has protected home ice. November 28th, the Ducks beat them 5-4 in Anaheim in a shootout. And then they played in LA December 27th, a game the Kings won 6-1. Again, Kings have dropped 4 of their last 5. Ducks stopped a 9-game skid 2 nights ago with a win over the Stars. Now they got a 2-night break. When I look at this, believe it or not, again, I would go with the dog here. It would be Ducks plus $1.40 to $1.45 or nothing for me. So, again, I lean Ducks plus money. I lean Blues plus money. But the only thing in pocket at plus money for me, I'm going to go ahead and ride here with the Florida Panthers plus $1.35. RJ Cash, click that like, hit subscribe. Whether you fade or follow, I hope you win your bets. God bless and happy handicap.